All right, Tina, you've asked, and I'm ready to share the fantastic history of Scooby-Doo.
I can't wait, Alex. It's always been one of those shows I've watched, but I've never really known much about its history.
It all started in 1969 when the legendary animation studio, Hanna-Barbera, introduced us to a Great Dane named Scooby-Doo.
Wow, Scooby-Doo is that old?
Yup. The show, titled Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, was a hit from the very beginning. It followed a group of teenagers and their talking dog, Scooby-Doo, as they solved mysteries involving supposedly supernatural creatures. The show's format was quite unique. The gang traveled in their iconic van, the Mystery Machine, and each episode involved unmasking villains who were usually just regular people using costumes and tricks to scare others away.
I remember those villains. They always said, and I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Exactly. That phrase became a catchphrase for the series. Scooby-Doo and his pals, Shaggy, Fred, Daphne, and Velma, have been solving mysteries for decades.
But what happened after the 1970s?
Scooby-Doo evolved over the years. The original series continued with different iterations, including the new Scooby-Doo movies, where they teamed up with celebrities, and the Scooby-Doo show. The 1980s saw the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, which was a bit darker and included real supernatural elements.
That's quite a variety. What happened in the 90s?
In the 90s, the gang was reimagined with a new series called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, which portrayed them as kids. Then, Scooby-Doo! Mystery Incorporated brought a more serialized and dark tone to the show.
I had no idea there were so many versions of Scooby-Doo.
And the 2000s and beyond? Well, they brought us even more Scooby-Doo adventures. What's New, Scooby-Doo, was a hit, and there were various direct-to-video movies. The gang even crossed over with other famous characters like Batman and the WWE.
Scooby-Doo and Batman in one show? That sounds interesting.
Absolutely. In the 2010s, they released Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? And Scooby-Doo. The Sword and the Scoob, which combined medieval adventures with classic mystery solving.
Scooby-Doo sure knows how to stay relevant.
Scooby-Doo is timeless. They continue to produce new content, including Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? And Scooby-Doo. The Sword and the Scoob, which combined medieval adventures with classic mystery solving.
It's amazing how a show from the 60s can still capture the hearts of new generations.
Indeed. And the fan base has only grown with time. There are conventions, merchandise, and even fan theories about the series. People still love the gang's adventures and the nostalgia it brings.
Thanks for sharing all this with me, Alex. I have a whole new appreciation for Scooby-Doo now.